You got to take off all the hardware off of the doors and drawer fronts. And so we're going to do this systematically and wrap them up in blanket, get them ready to go over to our shop. So yeah, in the case, I just did a little planogram and all the way around. So I got one beside the fridge, I got one at the fridge, the upper there, and I do uppers and lowers and just to show what kind of configuration that I got. Shows that I have 2 drawers and 2 doors. And then over here, there's 2 drawers and another 2 larger drawers behind it, underneath it. So yeah, we're just going to tag them. I numbered them 1 all the way to 13. And so we're just going to go through each one, label, and we're going to show you how we do it. So everything's all systematically right all the time. All right, so what I'm doing here, I'm making special notes on specific doors and drawer fronts that I'm noticing that are significantly dark. Yeah, so I'm just making specific notes that certain panels, certain styles and rails are darker than the rest of its surroundings of other doors and drawer fronts that we're looking at. So what we're trying to do here is also alleviate the salt and pepper appearance that, you know, it's really dark, then right beside it's really light. So we're just going to try to get a happy medium going in this kitchen. For the most part there is, but it's just the odd doors and drawer fronts that are shaded way too dark. So I'm going to try to rectify that for these clients. And what we have to do for the medium, for the color sample, we're going to take a door that looks right, like right in the middle. It's not too dark, it's not too light, it's kind of medium. We'll get them to do that, to match it. See, they used the wrong color stain here. They used I would consider this a brown orange instead of a red, like a cherry. It's a rich cherry in my eye. And so, yeah, we're going to get a better color match in regards to that. Those are 2 separate things. And we'll mask off the glass as well. And we'll remove all hardware, of course. So now, before I take everything down, let's choose which one is going to be our color sample. As for color, see how it's like orange and then it goes to red. So we got to pick something and not in the light either. So yeah, like I turn off all the enhancing lights here because I want the actual daylight to tell me the answer of which one I should pick for color sample. Now I'm just going to stand back where Ann is and take a look at this. Because you see it's all darker there, lighter there I should say, and then darker over this side. You're right, the second one is nice actually, Ann. That's a good medium. Yeah, I'm going to take this. Now I'm going to go like this. Let's confirm it, and it looks pretty damn good, right?
Yes, that looks pretty darn good.
I could have used worse words. Yeah, and even up here, that's a great match for color. If they can do a good match to that, I think we got this job licked for sure. Yeah.
Okay, so let's tag that as our primary door.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to tag it. I'll put this back up because I'm just going to do things systematically. So, all right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take off my tape measure, and I'm going to take off all the handles, and put them back into the cabinets. And then I'm also going to take off all the hinges and leave those in the cabinets as well. That way, I just make sure that I know where they all are and they never get lost. I don't have to worry about them taking my shop, possibly losing some, or misplacing one screw or something like that. It's all going to be here. So this is according to my planogram, I started with my upper, and that's labeled as cabinet 1. So I'll go 1, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down. Just make my way all the way across. Okay. All right. And I always put the screws back into the handle. It takes a few more seconds, but I'll keep the hardware on this level here. And so what I do as well, where's my marker? Okay, so we'll use this one. Okay, so I'm just going to take out my hinge screws. Okay, I put the screws inside the hinge. Okay, just pops out, not pops out. Well, yeah, as I told Han, I have to label top as well. So I just label one hinge and I go T for top. And then I just know exactly, unless there's more, then you have to go TMB, right? For top, medium, middle, bottom. Okay, so inside here, I'll go at the top of the hinge, right? I'll go T for top. And then I'll go, as for the planogram, I'll go 1 with a circle, right? So again, and it shows on my planogram that it's an upper and that it's cabinet 1. And it has 2 doors. So I'll be going 1 with an L, left door. Okay, now this is fully labeled. I can just look at this at any time and it'll tell me exactly where it goes. E-B-E. Yes, and we have a beautiful mascot of a dog, an old feller. Yeah, just behaving himself and at the front door. All right, so here we go again. Let's take out the screws. Okay, pull out, screw in, screw in. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go full speed now. So, okay, so that's that. A good place for it. And make sure when you're using a drill, just make sure that you don't torque too much. You just know you have a good feel of that connection with the drill bit and the screw itself, and then that's all good, right? But no, don't go start stripping screws. If you're going to do that, do it manually. Save everybody trouble. Okay, so label the top. Invert your hinges like that. Okay, done. All right, so there's a metal sides on here on the hardware. And these, when they clip together, they snap in place, and then they just simply adjust on the side screws, going up and down. So it's a pretty simple system. Yeah, I'll be labeling it left and right. And yeah, I'll be taking all the hardware off and leaving it inside the drawer. Okay, put them in there. Okay, again, it's going like that. So this is left. That's right. Inside there, just go L and R. And nobody sees that. Okay, now I'm just going to take off the handles. I had to use special ones because it's such a thin, they decided to put the handles in the middle of the panel, which is fine, but you're only dealing with 1/4 inch material. So shorter screws are definitely needed. I'm just going to tag this. All right, so according to that, this is number 2. Okay. Just marking which direction this goes. It goes up like that. No, I don't want that like that and not get it right. I took off the door wrong. And I'm just gonna put the screw partially in so I know it will stay. Pull it the straight. Okay, the latch. And that's that. And so obviously I'm just gonna take off the hinges off the door itself. I always start at the bottom. And I take out 2 screws per hinge. Okay, I'm taking out the bottom 2. Okay. Okay, so these screws here, I'm just gonna put them. Usually I tuck them in on the side and I'll let them know. Actually, I'll probably tape this in so she doesn't accidentally sweep them out or vacuum them off. Okay, so I'm gonna take off this top screw of this bottom hinge. Okay, one. This one off. Okay. And then usually I just kind of put my foot at the heel of the door itself. Take this screw out. Drop it anyway. Okay, so there we go. Nice and controlled. Okay, now I know where those are. Hinges are on the jamb. All right, so I'll just take this over out and out. Okay, so we're just going to show exactly what we're dealing with here in the bottom drawer. Now, obviously, these are the same. These are gallery rails. This is a metal box slide system. So we're just going to take off the. I'm going to show you how to take off the drawer front and dismount everything. Get ready for touching all this up and making it look right. So first of all, what we're going to do is take it off the slides. Just lift it up a little bit. Push those back. And then we're going to snap these off. They go push outward this way. And then we do that the same here. All right, so we're just going to unscrew this. And we're going to angle this down like that. Just unscrew that again. And we just do reverse to get it back on. And then they screw it back on and then we snap it in. So. Then we're gonna, I'll show you on that side there. There's a little hole right here in the back. And you just kind of grab it, pop it open. And this should fall right off. There you go. Drawer front's off. We're gonna put this slide back in. There you go. Put this upside down. I'm gonna take off the hinges. Put them on the side here. Yeah. And you got this labeled properly. Yeah. Gallery rails are always on top. Now, typically I keep the blankets doubled up when it comes to drawer fronts and doors. Unless the length over exceeds it, then I'll just unfold it more. Okay, so I'm just gonna start with these two. I usually put them back to back. Now the very, very little movement room inside as I have this wrapped up very tight. Now I'll go on this side. Okay, allow enough room to go in over and around like that. Hold that tight. And then keep it tight and put it down. It's that simple. Usually you can make 6 doors going here. Try to keep the same size with the same size. Just not like that again. Nice and tight. Okay, that's perfect. I'm just gonna grab my tape. Okay, I usually do the middle first. Okay, make sure it's down nice. Make sure you get it onto the door, not past it. As you do 3. As I said, everything's nice and tight, so there's no room for things to move around. And I do 2 parts here. Pull this down, pull this up. And you wrap my tape around there. Get nice and tight. That down. There. Now, going for long distances or something like that, you'd be stretch wrapping this typically for longer hauls, but we're going to be able to just load this in carefully, load it out carefully into my shop. Okay. And here we are. Nice and tight, nice and flat, nothing's moving around. All right.
Stop. I want it. I got it. I want it. I got it.